Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. Sorry if you just recently joined me and then didn't have any sound. It's good old Microsoft updates and OBS updates. They're just fantastic for dumping me with no sound at times. Guess I should have checked. So let's have a look through the markets. Firstly, just quickly run through key events here. Overnight we've seen employment change for Australia and unemployment data. Both of these were disappointing. However, the markets have completely overlooked them and the market's still rallying. Aside of that, then we've got the core PPI out the small it's 1:30 this afternoon for the US. Really key at the moment, all inflation numbers, so I'll be watching this carefully and trading carefully around it. We have seen some quite biggish moves of late from this data, so we'll be watching that carefully. At the same time, we get the Philly Fed manufacturing index out there, give us an idea of growth for the US there as well. And the weekly unemployment claims, less important there. Anyway, more important then at 10:30 p.m. if you're up and trading around that time, we've got the Reserve Bank of Australia talking there. So let's have a look. Hi Miko. Yep, it was lame. So looking at the euro dollar first then, and it's continuing in Groundhog Day, as I was saying earlier. Sorry, this is my second recording of this. Firstly, realised that the sound wasn't working. Anyway, it's looking. It's just running into 8 o'clock here. It's looking sort of like this bounce might run up a little bit. I'm sort of waiting to see what happens here post 8 o'clock. If it ends up positively, we might have a massive, reasonable probability back towards its R1. Not a massive move though, of course, but the market's rather choked. Yes, it could push on through that level, but we'll have to wait and see. The pound. Well, the pound again. Well, in fact, it looks weaker. It's popped a pivot swing in there on the higher levels, looking softer. We've got this bear flag sort of there at the moment. It's just whether or not this will break down. My preference is to see it run in and kick into the pivot first. If it runs through the pivot, I'll leave it alone. If it reacts to the pivot, I'll be looking to short down back towards the S1. So that certainly looks like an opportunity. Dollar yen, little in the opportunity fronts here at the moment. We're just running into 8 o'clock, so some of these might turn into some trades, we'll see. But the US dollar yen, well, looking like it might break the lows there. The dollar's been pushing up here, and really going against this bigger trend isn't really where I want to be at the moment. I'd rather be looking to see if we've got a continuation to the upside as opposed to selling this on the break of the pivots. Aussie dollar, so unscathed by the data, it seems. I was looking at the pivot swing setting here on the dailies yesterday, what was forming a break of the lows of here, and I'd be much more bearish on the Aussie, but for now it's run back into its weekly pivot, as you can see at this stage. Daily pivot sitting around there, but the blip that we saw in the news there at when the jobs reports came out, well, it literally dropped and pops back up again. So I don't know, weakness in the US dollar, questionable. Whether we'll see this sell back off this morning, I'll be sitting and watching. I'm just looking, some of the markets are already turning back as we've run into 8 o'clock, so likes the euro pushing back south again. So we could be on for some I'm looking for some short trades out of some of these movements. Dollar positive, we'll see how it goes. US dollar CAD, lower highs coming through here. Let's just look at the bigger picture though. It's a real pig's ear still sitting here in this consolidated phases. It does look a bit on the softer side potentially. but all might change. But it's got lower highs, lower lows here in the shorter time frames. Maybe a break of that 50, you'll see us running back towards this area here where we've had plenty of volume, plenty of money exchanging hands. It seems to be a popular area which it might just run back towards. Okay, I'm going to cut it short this morning because it hasn't all gone right for me. The cross currency is not looking particularly great at the moment, but I'll pop those on. I'll discuss those in the Discord channel later if you want to join it. So there we go. Catch you later. Bye for now. There we go. Short one today. Sorry if